Not gonna lie, Sass, this is the first right that I have seen in this area for this year. And it is the new Standard X, because they have that new heat shield over the muffler. That is so cool. Get to see a lot more of these around town, huh?
Well, people like quality, you know, that's important.
That is important. People like quality, that's right. I like it. It's a nice mower, man. Real nice. Yeah, don't be hiding them little wieners. What you doing over there?
I'm trying to get a little weenie and I was hungry.
I walked up in the truck and all I can smell is that freaking
processed diced meat parts.
Yeah, that's just nasty.
Well, they're delicious. I don't even know what's in them, but it says, but I don't think that's true.
What's up, ninjas? So we just finished the mulch job, which we're getting ready to drive by. It's right up there and show you. And it's been quite the day, so I will tell you all about it here in a minute. But this is a house right here that I just walked with the lady, and she's gonna let me know by Monday if we're gonna start mowing it or not. But she also had me give her a quote for all the shrubbery there. Look at all that shrubbery, Sass. And all the mulch, of course, which would have to be after the shrubbery. All right, so that was the neighbor that walked up to me while we were doing this mulch job over here. And today has just been one of them days where people have been walking up to me or calling me nonstop, and it's just been hectic and crazy. And I've literally talked more with customers today than I have for a while. So, and you guys will recognize this house. We did the whole mulch right there around the house. We did a really good job. She was very happy with it. So we did great, Sass.
It looks so good. Yeah,
I didn't have my bed redefiner with me. So I did tell her when we come back this next week to mow it, we're gonna nicely do a bed redefine, you know, nice clean cut there. It'll look good.
That'd be nice to us.
So, and we did mow this morning, ninjas. We did the townhomes. I actually was planning on recording there a little bit, but that's the time that I was on the phone with several different people. Pretty much all I got to do there was mow the yard, and I was on the phone and stuck on the phone with several different people the whole time. Sassy finished up weed eating and had to blow off everything. And then we ran home, got the dump trailer, went and got the mulch, and we just knocked that one out. And then the neighbor that I just showed you the house walked up to me, talked to me, and then we finished the mulch job, and they were out there with us, and the neighbor and the owner. And then now I just quoted her house. So it's just been literally talking away all day. But what were we saying earlier, Sass? The importance of future and now progress.
Yes, current progress versus future progress.
Current progress versus future progress. And hold on just a second, I'm trying to get onto, okay. Current progress versus future progress, and how important are both. Sometimes it's really hard to juggle between the two, but as a business owner, you got to do that. So for example, current progress is getting everything done that's on the list for that day. And that's really hard to do when you're also running a business and trying to do future progress, which is calling customers, you know, or they're calling you. My point is being on the phone, or like, for example, I've had more people walk up to me this week than I have like the last 6 months, which of course it was winter, but I'm just saying, like, it's insane. And I don't think I've even had last spring this many people walk up to me in such a short period of time. Yeah, it's been quite interesting. So, and we've quoted, actually, I didn't record, I was going to, but I didn't even record. We've quoted, how many yards did we record, Sassy? I mean, quote.
3.
We quoted 3 yards today for mowing. One was mowing and trimming shrubs or trimming a bunch of bushes back. I actually still have to text that potential customer. So we did that, but yeah, it can be very difficult, and it's really important to have team players on your team in the business. So Sassy understands when I have to step away, and he has to literally pick up the weight. And obviously this is not going to go all year, because we're going to have another hand. I will hire somebody else, and I'm going to start interviewing here probably into this weekend. this weekend and into next week. But that's the thing, you know, I have to step away from the business and talk to these people, give them quotes, explain to them how I do things, because a lot of them like would be asking me why is this, or what kind of mulch is, like that lady was saying, what kind of mulch is that, you know, and how long does it last, and how much is the price per yard? Do you do it by yard or by job? And I quote it by yard. I don't know, do you guys do it by the yard or do you do it by the job? I just think doing mulch by the job would be kind of silly. You got to do it by the yard, but of course you've got to figure out how many yards you need. And but yeah, it's you know, you want to have on your team players knowing that you as a business owner have to step away and you have to run the business. And future progress, like, you know, Sassy just said, future progress versus current progress. We think everybody can start a business and everybody can do this. Well, I could be doing this, you know, if I was out on my own. Well, try it and see how hard it is to land the jobs and you know, keep the jobs. Landing is one part of it, then you got to keep them. And so it can be, it's not easy. It's not easy as a lot of people think. And I've been learning all these years as I've been going, you know, and I've mentioned this before, many mistakes, but I've learned from them. That's basically the gist of our day today. I wasn't planning on working tomorrow because the excavator situation did not come through. I'm gonna have to call ahead of time and book it. Apparently they're renting it out, and they apparently have this one size that I need is always gone.
Must be very popular.
Must be very popular, I guess. So I'm gonna have to figure it out, try to squeeze it in the middle of the week, maybe on a Tuesday, and try to get those American hollies, those trees in, because they are in and they're waiting on me. But yeah, it's been a crazy day, so to say. Even though we didn't do a whole lot, I quoted a few yards, we drove around for a bit, and then we did the townhomes and now this one mulch job. But it actually feels exhausting, like I've worked 25 yards because of constantly on the phone and people walking up to me. But that's part of the business, and you got to know how to juggle between the two. Anything else, Seth?
Yes.
Nature Minute with Sassy!
See, you know, I'm glad you brought that up. Did you know tigers don't like to attack you when you're looking at them?
What?
That's right. So a lot of people in areas where tigers are everywhere, they paint eyeballs on the back of their head or their hat to keep the tiger from attacking them.
No way.
Yes, very true.
Why is that?
Oh, I don't know. I think they just like to be sneaky.
Is that why when you have your back turned towards them, that's when they start creeping towards you?
That's
and
when they attack. They don't like to do it when you're looking at them, though. Now listen, painting eyeballs in the back of your head will not work at the proctologist office. He is still going to get you. But now with tigers, it works every time.
All right, we got a bit of a situation. Thank you, Sass. But my tire pressure gauge came on, and it went from 51 to 44, and it's the rear tire in the back. And it started to drop, but now it's staying at 44. And so I got to check that out as soon as I get home. Now it's down to 40. Okay, we got a flat. So got to make it home real quick, guys. And also I did damage Tiny the other day, but I didn't. Now it's down to 39. But I did not get a chance to show it to you guys or record, and that's because the Young Ninja entrepreneur stopped by, and I really wanted to focus on that patch. So you guys have seen that last video. Now it's down to 35. It's dropping like crazy. Okay, luckily made it home, but it was losing pressure like crazy, and I tipped my way home itsy bitsy slowly. But look at that, it's completely down, out of air completely. So we're gonna go ahead and try to, we already lifted the dump trailer up so that way it would kind of bring up and release some of the weight. But I'm gonna go ahead and use that block, put it on here, and I'm gonna lift this so that way just overnight there's no weight on this whatsoever, in hopes to possibly save this tire. So let's see if that works. All right, ninjas, just want to conclude the video. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. It got really dark by the time Sassy left, but we ended up getting the tire off. I don't know if you can actually see on here. Here it is, right there. a big piece of glass or a piece of metal. What actually happened is I was going over the railroad tracks and we both heard something, but I just thought it was part of the noise and, you know, the trailer that it makes every time you go over railroad tracks, but that was it. And then you guys saw we were still talking on camera and my freaking pounds pressure in the tire was just dropping literally by like 5 pounds at a time. It was so bad that I literally barely made it home. There was actually a 4-way stop not too far from me that I safely looked, and but I just could not afford it to stop, and I had to just go straight through it to get as quickly as possible home. I'm gonna have to do this first thing in the morning, get this thing. Hopefully it'll be something they can plug or patch. I'm hoping that's actually the only thing. That's the only thing that we could find or we could see. And look at that. That's a pretty big gash. Looks like something is inside. I might actually be safer patching that possibly instead of plugging it. But yeah, man, what a freaking day, ninjas. You're gonna have days like this. I literally feel like we've done 25, 30 yards today because I'm so exhausted with being on the phone, people walking up to me at every single neighborhood where we've been, quoting some yards, trying to get the mulch job done. It's just all at once. And then some of the conversations I've had today with some of the customers, it's been quite emotional with one of them, and then the others have just been, you know, trying to schedule everything and figure out what they need. It's just been an exhausting day, and then this crap happens right at the end. Look, what I do want to point out, I wanted to tell you what all happened, but I'm not here to preach to you or tell you, we feel bad for me, it's been a bad day. No. What I want to tell you is you're gonna have days like this, and these are the kind of days that will set you apart. It will test you. Point here, ninjas, is this is what a lot of people don't understand. This is what it takes to run a business. This is the ultimate test if you're made for this kind of stuff or not. This is the kind of stuff, days like this, that will make you want to quit. That will make you want to throw everything away. And you have to realize that it's just one day and tomorrow is a new day. And this is what makes a lawn care guy stand out and be different from someone such as a YouTuber who just wants to be a lawn care guy. This is the real world out here, and this is the kind of things that happen. Just don't give up. I'm serious. Tomorrow is another day. I'll get the tire fixed. I didn't plan on working. I planned on spending time with my family, but we're gonna have to get the tire fixed and go do one more mulch job. Luckily, it's a small one, and I'll still be able to enjoy with my family the rest of the afternoon, evening, and all of Sunday. Guys, never quit on yourself. My channel is all about showing you what the real world is. My channel is all about showing you what it really is like to run a business. You're gonna have good days and you're gonna have bad days. It's not about having the best equipment that's out here. It's about doing what you love, working with what you got, and realize there's gonna be good days and bad days, and you can get through it. One day at a time, ninjas. Remember, there's the real world. And there's the YouTube world. And nowadays, the stories that you see, the posts that you see are made to be sold, not told. Love you, ninjas. Peace. Loyalty is key.